Alright, we should be live. We are now starting part 2 of the Batman Arkham Origins walkthrough. So this should be fun. Last episode we got to, I want to say, the Penguin, if I'm not mistaken. This probably won't be a long stream since I'm pretty tired and haven't gotten much sleep, but let's get started. Started a little early today. I said 3:30, but just thought it would be best to start a few minutes early. So yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it and continue from where we left off. Hopefully people join throughout, and yeah, we just have
Hosting
nice
some
stream.
kind of fighting tournament. That's where I need to go.
Let me just check something real quick. Okay. Should be good.
Penguin's just been testing him out on
That sucks. We whiffed. I gotta remember too that when we get more upgrades, I need to. Yep. Speaking of which, I'm working towards getting the combat upgrades since we kind of desperately need those, just to kind of speed up the fights and whatnot, since we're playing on hard mode. So. So Arkham Origins really 90. Yeah, it's practically Arkham City, because what happened during development of Arkham Origins is WB wanted Rocksteady to make Arkham Origins, but they were busy working on Arkham Knight. So basically, I don't really know how exactly it works or like what the correct term is, but Rocksteady gave all of their assets to WB Montreal to make Arkham Origins. Like, you can, I'm not sure the exact location, but you can find like Arkham City like cargo containers in Arkham Origins. So it's like stuff like that. Like, although, credit to WB, like WB Montreal, they wrote the story, created their own story, but this game is basically just like glorified Arkham City DLC. Landon, what's up? Good to see you. Like, although there's, truth be told, like, there's nothing wrong that they copied assets to make this game. It's just like when Gotham Knights came out, I think a lot of people were confused because a lot of people love Arkham Origins. Like, I love Arkham Origins, so I think, yeah, see, like, a lot of people were confused when Gotham Knights came out because they were like, well, WB Montreal made this fantastic game. But it's like, well, technically they didn't make it. They used all of the assets from Rocksteady, from Batman Arkham City. They just wrote the story, basically. That's all they had to do. That's why, too, this game came out in like a year and a half. It came out pretty quick. So, but like, if, because the original plan was for Rocksteady to make this game, And I think if they did make it, I think Arkham Knight would have came out around like 2019, 2020. If I'm not mistaken, well, Origins would have came out in place of Arkham Knight, but I think Rocksteady, they were also just a little too far into development of Arkham Knight, so they just didn't think it was a smart option to work on it. Are you playing on PC? Yeah, I'm playing on the PC version, but I'm using a controller, so because I'm not really good with keyboard and mouse. So like I could, if I wanted to, like install mods and stuff, but haven't really messed with that yet. Oh, didn't see that. And I want to do like mod showcases and stuff for the Arkham games, but also too, like, I kind of just want to beat the games first, you know, if that makes sense, before I mess with that stuff. Arkham Origins, you know, Paul, you never read the game. Yeah, I hope, like, in all honesty, can I get that? I don't think I can. I hope in all honesty when, for the next Batman game, I hope they bring back Paul Dini, Rocksteady, and have him work on the project. I think that would help them tremendously, because it's like apparent that Septon just wasn't really good at story writing, you know, so. Oh, now we have, I think this is Electrocutioner. And bear with me, I've only played Arkham Origins one time. Future reference, I suggest you install Reimagine mod for that. Yeah, see, like, I definitely will. I just, I'm kind of unfamiliar with how to install mods on a PC, but I know what you're talking about. Alright guys, now it's time for the most difficult boss in Arkham series. It's on Nexus. Yeah, see, like, I know it's on Nexus, but I just don't know, like, the I don't know how to install them, you know, or like what files I need to put them into, because I got my PC like a few weeks ago.
Who wants to show me where the penguin is?
Paul D didn't write the game. Yeah, whoever wrote this game, like, had a really great idea, and like, honestly wish they built off Arkham Origins and made like an Arkham Origins sequel, but like, it is what it is. I don't think they're ever gonna even acknowledge Arkham Origins. Heck? Septon Hill and Night wasn't that bad. It was when the game released. I enjoyed Night's Story. See, yeah, I enjoy Night's Story too. The problem is people don't realize that he was basically the only writer for Suicide Squad, while with Arkham Knight he had some backup writers to like actually consult him on helping the story. While like Suicide Squad, it was completely like his own story. idea, and with that too, like his original story just kind of got thrown in the gutter because WB didn't want him to kill off the entire league, which also too, it's just like I don't understand why he would want to do that. Like why introduce the Justice League just to one off them? So, you know, it's just one strange thing. Yeah, and I do know they recognize the game as canon, although people don't believe that. But you know, and then Batman Arkham Origins deserves a remaster or yeah, it definitely deserves a remaster or a remake. Like, I don't know why they don't acknowledge it. You know, it's a great game, and like I know a lot of people who are fans of the Arkham series say like this one's the best game, and like in my opinion, I would say City's my favorite of all time, but like I would say Origins is like number 2. I love all the Arkham series games, you know, even considering Suicide Squad, I love that game too. But where the heck am I supposed to go? But yeah, I really wish that, you know, in the future they start to acknowledge the game and just not kind of put it to the side and forget about it. So and then although too, like I would like to play Batman Arkham Shadows, but I'm kind of unwilling to spend $500 for a VR headset. I'm here for part 2. What's up, Connor? It's good to see you back in the chat. We're just talking about Arkham Origins and how it deserves a remaster and whatnot. So, like I said, I watched stuff from Arkham Knight interviews and I adored him for making the Arkham games. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely, like, before it, I think, kind of just went crazy with Kill the Justice League. He was definitely a mastermind and, like, was really changing the superhero genre, like, you know, way ahead of everyone else. But it's just, he kind of just seemed to lose that touch and Kill the Justice League. And, I mean, it's not necessarily his fault. I think WB is really the main people to blame, which is why when people try to throw Rocksteady or, like, you know, under the bus for what happened for that game, it's just kind of idiotic in my opinion, because they didn't even want to make the game in the first place. So
what do you think he'll call it? Final offer 2? Good point. Well, maybe a new name's good luck. We could use it.
I can't. The live service model? No, I mean, it's just, they didn't, like, from development, from what I've heard, they just, a lot of people just weren't really passionate about the project because everything they released for the game just would get constant hate. I don't even think it has anything to do with the live service. I think, well, it's just WB, one, just kind of being greedy and just kind of throwing Rocksteady in a mess. True with the live service model, but I don't think, even if the game was single player story based, I think people still would have hated it. I think the live service was just something people used to just kind of throw the game under. Reimagine mod. Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff on like what you can do, like what PC mods are capable of, and like it's absolutely incredible. And like I'll get it figured out, but I just need to find like a tutorial video or something to download the mods off Nexus, because I have a Nexus mod account. I made one, I just haven't messed with it yet, because I want to do some mod showcases for Kill the Justice League, but I know Kill the Justice League has a weird anti-cheat, so I don't want to download a mod and get my account banned. Can't expect someone to be flawless even if they are good at their job. I think the story is funny, but shouldn't have. Yes, that's what a lot of people say too. And I think the problem with it, I don't think it's a problem of it being in the Arkhamverse. I think it's just the fact that so much time went by. They should have put like a filler game in between to help with the time, because I think they said it's 5 years after the events of Arkham Knight, and I think a Superman game would have been really good in between. Early people were praising Rocksteady mainly because... Yeah, see, that's true. People were praising Rocksteady for making the game, but then it's like as soon as they found out that it was live service, and then basically that's kind of when all the problems started. But I would say the first trailer was received positive, like in a positive light. The reveal trailer at DC Fandom, and then like the 2021 trailer. But after that, it was just nothing but bad. And then everyone hated the State of Play gameplay trailer, because I remember that one. Like, it's just really... But I do know what you mean. Like, everyone was praising the game and like was saying like basically Rocksteady was making another masterpiece, and then it just kind of all went downhill. Have you ever played the God of War games before? I have I can't think of it. I bought, when I bought my PS5, it came with the God of War game. I can't remember what it's called, but I haven't played it. I think it's God of War, I want to say Ragnarok. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong. You probably know what I'm talking about, Landon. Gabriel, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. But the God of War games, it's a franchise I would love to play. I just haven't, unfortunately, just haven't played it. My thoughts in 2020 announcement was, yeah, like, because I wasn't really big on Kill the Justice League until I found out that Batman was going to be in the game. So that's kind of when I started, like, really looking forward to the game. But by then, like, a lot of the hype was already dead because people were, like, I'm not going to talk about it on the stream, but people were using, you know, Batman's character in the death of Kevin Conroy against Rocksteady, and it's just one weird, big, stupid conspiracy, and people are just kind of idiots. So, but I'm not going to talk about it. Last month was the 20th anniversary of God of War. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's like 5 or 6 God of War games. They're probably making a new one pretty soon. Oh crap. Can you double takedown in this game? You could, but it's messed it up. Yeah, like, see, I actually liked the state of play. Like, when I told people that, people thought I was, like, insane. Like, people were calling me some crazy stuff on internet. It's just, like, it just didn't really look finished. It didn't look ready. And, but it looked like fun. Like, the way I saw it, I was like, man, if I have 4 friends to play with, this is going to be a really fun experience. And I think, too, the mission they showed off just wasn't good, in my opinion. I think if they really wanted to get fans excited, they should have showed off a boss fight. I think that would have been really good if they showed off a boss fight. Oh, I did not know that. I thought there was like 5. Now I'm messing up on the combat. Jeez, I'm just gotta focus on this. But I think if they would have showed off like Green Lantern's boss fight or the Flash, I think it would have went a long way. The only one person who managed to have equal fun with Batman. Yeah, I mean, I would say you're not alone. I mean, I've had equal fun with both games. I love both games. People think I'm crazy that I love, you know, all of the games, but I just do. I think they all offer something for everyone to enjoy. Like, and I think it's really awesome that Kill the Justice League is, you know, an Arkham universe game that allows you to play with your friends. So, 3 God of War prequels, 5 main games. Pretty cool.
Kill this son of a bitch.
I know, like, when I was, like, younger, I would always watch God of War 3 on YouTube on the PS3, and I thought it was, like, the coolest thing ever. But I was just too young to play it, so... Wait. Oh. Hmm. What am I supposed to do? You saw the Aphrodite? I'm not sure what that is, but... Oh, wait, there's the elevator. But... I think it was God of War 3. I just remember I watched that game a lot on YouTube. Because, like, a lot of the games that I would want back in the day are, like, I would watch on YouTube. Like, I remember I watched Halo Reach, like, all the time. Vengeance, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. But, yeah, I would watch Halo Reach, like, all the time. Like, I watched Halo Reach for, like, 2 years before I bought... Oh, and God of War 3. Oh, I did not see that. I was looking at the chat. I'm not entirely sure what the Aphrodite scene is. I'll probably have to go back and look, but if I see it, the hot goddess, I probably did. Like what I said, it's just, it's been a long time since I've watched anything related to God of War. But I think the God of War franchise is such a interesting thing. Like, it's really cool in my opinion. Oh, okay. Yeah, so Ragnarok's the one I have on PS5, but because it came with my PlayStation, and but I just haven't played it. Marvel 19. Is that the? Oh yeah, Vengeance. I'm playing this game on PC, but I'm using a controller, so you'll hear my rusty controller sounds in the background, which I apologize for. Is 1945 the Rise of Hydra game? The Captain America and Black Panther game?
I'm gonna pop off your head, son. They ain't gonna recognize your body when I'm done with you. Well, I didn't do nothing.
That was a pretty good combo for me. I thought I was honestly gonna whiff, and okay, we get another level up. Yeah, I've seen the trailer, and like, it definitely looks interesting, but I'm worried because they haven't showed off any gameplay, unless they may have showed gameplay. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it could be a fun game. It's just what's weird though, I don't know how it's gonna how they're gonna market it, because the title of the game is just so weird, like 1945 Rise of Hydra. Just like, why don't they just call it like Captain America and Black Panther Rise of Hydra? I don't know, but then again, I'm not in the gaming business industry, so. But I think it could be a cool game. I'm just kind of waiting for gameplay before kind of decide. Wait, can I break this? Oh, it had a 20th anniversary update. See, one of my friends played God of War Ragnarok, and he really enjoyed it. So, and then I also have God of War 4. Well, see, I downloaded God of War 4 because it was on PS Plus, but I stopped paying my PS Plus since I haven't turned on my PlayStation 5 in quite some time. Like, I haven't turned on my PS5 since Spider-Man 2 came out. So that was back in October of 2023. So the thing is, it's kind of collecting dust. It's like a relic in my room. It just kind of sits and does nothing. And I don't know if I want to sell it or not. Like, I'm not really sure because I don't really play it. So, but, and I was kind of like, you know, why spend all this money for PS Plus if I'm not even using the thing? So, because like the only game I really play like on Xbox, like obviously I was playing Kill the Justice League, and when it was like in its heyday. I don't play much Kill the Justice League anymore since, you know, there's no updates, no content. Although I'll play it like from time to time, and I'll play it again on the PC, but like only real game I've been playing is Marvel Rivals on my Xbox, and I've just been playing a ton of stuff on PC. So saw James Gunn liking on a comment of a fan requesting an Arkham Origins remaster. See, Arkham Origins remaster would be cool because that's what people have been asking me for. And I know too, James Gunn is working with Rocksteady and I think NetherRealm on making some, I think, movie tie-in games. I'm pretty sure. Like, I saw that article a while back, which is really cool. Still waiting for a Superman game. Did you get all cosmetics for Suicide Squad? Yes, I own all the cosmetics and Killed the Justice League. You can make fun of me, say what you will in the comments. But since I was creating content for the game, and I'm fortunate enough to make money from content creation, I just kind of viewed it as like investment, really. So, do I regret spending all my money on Suicide Squad skins? No. But would I do it again? No. Emma Frost be caked up in yeah, I don't. Honestly, it's Marvel Rivals. The gaming industry is weird because, you know, they'll complain. Do you know if the Easter skins made a comeback? I'm not sure. I haven't checked. But it's weird because I just got an achievement. But with Marvel Rivals, oh, what's up, Jace? Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Got that nice channel member logo, the gold pineapple. But yeah, like Emma Frost, like she's a cool character. But what's weird is like people complain that like they'll say, oh, a character's ugly and that they're woke. Like people said like Harley in Suicide Squad was ugly and woke, but then it's like NetEase will, you know, release Emma Frost, and then people will still complain about like her. Like, it's just, I'm kind of not sure what gamers want in terms of, you know, character creation and character design, especially when it comes to female characters. What underrated superhero should get a game? I don't really know who you would consider underrated, but I think Terry McGinnis should get a game. Batman Beyond. I think his time is coming. I think he'll eventually get a game. I like to believe that he'll get a game. Will it ever happen? I don't think so, but I think he's an underrated character that deserves a game. Him, or I would say the Flash.
You suggested
I would love to see Scott Porter return as the Flash and
Hey baby,
having his own game.
tried to convince his father to take early retirement. He disagreed.
Have you tried the
and
Amazing
called
Spider-Man
you
games?
a
I played the first one, but
psychotic
I never got to
little
play the second one.
bastard.
No, please!
Now you best listen, Falcone. Because this is the last time I'll ask. What are you gonna tell your father?
That we're getting out of the weapons business. I promise. I'll make him do it.
I see your lips flapping, Bernie, but they ain't making the sound I want to hear. Uh-oh.
Terry McGinnis exists. Yeah, because didn't Waller, like, I could be wrong, but didn't she clone Bruce Wayne's DNA to create Terry? I think, or something weird. Oh crap.
Come on now. Remind me why I pay you boxes. What are you waiting for? Think you're some kind of... Are you waiting for the mercenary to take you?
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman would have been a great game, and see that's why I'm worried that Wolverine is gonna get canceled. Just like one. Holy crap! He just threw Penguin across
I
them.
ain't done nothing you not done.
Black Mask, put a bounty on my head. Where is he?
I don't keep tabs on every geezer with a grudge. You're not a popular bloke in this town.
You're running out of time.
Wait. Lacey Towers. There was a murder. It was supposed to be his same house. Or Black Mask. He's got problems of his own.
Uh-oh, that looks like
Someone
Deathstroke.
broke in there.
Alright, chat, I will say, since I'm playing on hard mode, I'm not going to be looking at the chat. I'm going to be focusing on this boss fight, so I apologize for the unnecessary controller sound you're about to hear. I'm going to just be locked in on this so I can beat this boss. So, to the chat, if I don't answer your question or if you ask something, I apologize in advance. Because I kind of just want to get out this way because this boss fight is a little tedious. So, hopefully I can go no hit, but we'll see. When he pulled out the sword, I thought I was about to blade dodge. I've been playing the Arkham games for 10 plus years, and I still don't know how to blade dodge. I thought I was done for. Yeah, I'm locked. Dude, I'm going crazy. Oh my god, what the heck? Well, I was locked in. I didn't expect that. Nah, it was gonna be a no damage fight, then I messed up. I didn't think he was gonna throw an explosive barrel at me. It is what it is. Deathstroke cheated, yeah. Dude, it's like this guy won't go down, like. This should be it. I'm beating the brakes off Deathstroke. Yeah, you're done.
It's over, Slade. What are you?
Nice seeing you, Batman. Feel free to let
And then who would have thought the next time we fight Deathstroke, it would be tank versus tank.
There's more I need to ask.
But also too, I'm having a bit of a technical difficulty. YouTube Studio is telling me that the stream is not recording the VOD, so I'm gonna get this fixed real quick. So I apologize. I'm gonna run a quick ad. Hate me if you want, but I'm just gonna run a quick ad. I will be back in just a minute. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm not even sure if the ad inserted. I said to place an ad. For some reason, the stream was saying that it wasn't recording, so I just had to go make sure that the VOD was going to be fine, which we're all good now. It says our signal strength is excellent. Imagine getting such a peak one-on-one fight and 13 years later. Yeah, I mean, yep. I'm surprised if you play as Deathstroke, he don't use his sword for combat fight instead of his staff, because that would have been too easy for him, and the game would have been rated M for that. There's a Batman Arkham Shadow Batsuit mod for Arkham Origins and for Arkham Knight. Yeah, I've seen a couple mods for Arkham Knight. Like, my favorite mod has been definitely the corrupted Batman from Kill the Justice League. Like, when I do get Nexus mods sorted and figured out. Like, that's something I'm gonna definitely install. We get an upgrade token. Oh. I hope. Nah, Batmobile peak for. Dude, don't even. Jace, don't even get me started. It's cool for like the first like 2 missions, and then after that, it's one of the worst things in the game. It just gets so annoying. But funny story, like speaking of like mods and mod outfits, go back to the office. Oh. Okay, I see what you're saying. Is this it?
You'll have more luck getting into a nut's skivvies than getting into this room. Go on then, beat it a bit harder. Really make me feel it. Well, as you can see, I got me answer. Have a Merry Christmas.
I was gonna say, I was like, you better be joking. I was like, you know, this is. We're gonna get in a fight.
Alfred, see if you can find any information on a murder at Lacey Towers.
Looks like the police are on the scene now, Zepto. And this is interesting.
Yeah, the thing about Deathstroke, he was definitely meant to have a bigger role and kill the Justice League, but obviously it's like we all know what happened, so it's just more unfortunate. But I was gonna say that, like, funny story, like I don't know if Landon's still in here, but he brought up the like how you can download Nexus mods to install different outfits and whatnot for Batman in the games. So you can install a corrupted Batman from Kill the Justice League. And this person, I don't even know if they're a subscriber or whatnot, but before Season 4 came out for Kill the Justice League, I had this person send me like all of these like deep fake images. He was using a mod and made it look like from Arkham Knight to make it look like that Batman was coming back to kill the Justice League. And because obviously we all know what happened. Batman, yes, he did come back at the end of Kill the Justice League, but he wasn't there like in a cutscene. So like this guy basically like sent me these deep fake images, and he wanted me to post it on the channel. And it's like I did so much research to make sure that I was like, because I didn't want to upload it and be wrong. And it's a good thing I didn't upload it, because I would have been completely wrong and it would have looked really bad on my part. Is it possible to get cosmetics in Kill the Justice League by mods? Yes, it is, but there's not really many to offer on Nexus, which is kind of unfortunate. There is a 2016, I think, makeup mod for Harley, and then like one other thing. They're just Harley related stuff. What am I'm so... Oh wait, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to walk across the line and get out of the boat. But yeah, so basically this guy sent me like deep fake images to make it seem like through the modding of Arkham Knight that Batman was coming back, and like he was like, you need to upload it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to that. I don't have the right gadget. I think I need the glue grenade or something.
Oppressed citizens of Gotham, your cries for help have been heard.
Oh, it's this guy.
I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city.
Anarchy.
Those hired elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. Why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin.
Yeah, hopefully the modding community grows for Kill the Justice League so we can get some more outfits. Because there's just not really much to offer on Nexus, which is okay. Game's only been out for
I should hurry to Lacey Towers before the cops destroy all the evidence.
Basically, yeah, a year. So
I was hoping to get a minute of your time. See, I've got a story to tell you. About crime and violence. Greed and vengeance.
Whoa, easy now. I ain't looking for a fight. Got a message, that's all. Anarchy says if you're gonna make a withdrawal, you better
Harley
do it
Quinn
soon.
overrated.
3 bombs were Gotham's
I don't think she's overrated. It's just she's overused to a point where you kind of, much like Joker, they're just overused characters, and you kind of just get tired of them because other characters deserve spotlight and recognition, but it's just like always the same 2 characters. Like, why in the world does Harley have her own show? Like, why does Harley have her own show? And like, it's still running. Like, I watched the show and just kind of thought it was just like whatever, but you know, I don't know. She's a cool character, but it's just getting to a point, much like the Joker, where she's just in every single thing. Yeah, the Suicide Squad, that's another group of characters that are overused. Oh, Anarchy got a point. Is it possible to get rogue outfits by using mods and kill the Justice League? That I don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot answer that. I would assume, probably. Ray, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Glad to have you in the stream. We're just fighting some Anarchy goons here, and gotta disarm a bomb. Yeah, everyone knows Killer Moth is the best. Yeah, when is Killer Moth gonna get his spotlight? Kiefer Kiflom? I think that's how you say your name. Hello, Dad. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the funny comment. I disagree with Suicide Squad. Take a look at Justice League projects over the years. I mean, yeah, but like they haven't been good Justice League projects. Like we have Zack Snyder's Justice League, and like that's kind of, you know, I'm not gonna say anything. We might have a few Snyder defenders in here, but you know, everyone has a right to their own opinion. So, but yeah, dude, back to Stretch's comment. I wish Killer Moth made it. I wish he was in Kill the Justice League as a DLC character, even if it would have been like a gag character. It would have been so funny. Even like Waller makes references to bringing in Killer Moth. They need to make a Justice League game. Well, it's just in the last like couple of years, there's just been a lot of but Suicide Squad projects, and I don't really know what kind of leads to them getting a lot of stuff. There's just other characters I think that could get more spotlight. I don't think it's popular. Suicide, yeah, it peaked in 2016. Justice League movie bombed. Well, I'm getting so many questions. Yeah, Justice League movie did bomb at the box office. That is true. And what are my thoughts on the new Superman clip? I look forward to the new Superman movie. A lot of people may disagree with that. I think it looks great. I think it's kind of just like you're taking a comic book and putting it onto the screen. Although my favorite DC movie has to be the Batman 2022. I love that movie. I have no idea why they haven't started filming it for the second movie. I'm a little worried. I'm hoping the second movie comes out soon. I think it's supposed to come out in 2027, but I think James Gunn is doing the right thing, and I think Superman is going to be a great movie. And I like the clip, I like the trailer, and yeah, I look forward to his DC universe, although I don't really think it's going to do all that well, but maybe I'll be wrong. More Batgirl content. Bat Family has loads of potential. See, that's the point. Bat Family would be nice, but then we got Gotham Knights, and that kind of screwed up everything. Because, see, like, I wasn't a fan of Gotham Knights, but if you like Gotham Knights, like, I totally respect it. I get it. I like Kill the Justice League. Like, you know, we all have our own interests and stuff. So, you know, I'm not gonna completely just make fun of somebody if they enjoy Gotham Knights, because Gotham Knights definitely has a lot of fun elements to it. Just wasn't my thing. Wish Wonder Woman got a recognition. Yeah, that is true. It's sad that Wonder Woman, the game, got canceled. Also love the Batman movie and the expansion of the lore with the Penguin's. Yeah, the Penguin was awesome, and I have the Riddler like book as well. So like I have all of the lore expansions on the Batman universe. Flash movie flop, game got canceled. Yeah. Although I think in general, the Flash game probably would have done well. What are my thoughts on Absolute Batman? I haven't really like dug too much into it. I think it's interesting though. I think it's a really cool take on the character. Yeah, Kiefer, that's so true. Is WB planning on making another Batman game? Yes, Rocksteady is working on another Batman game. That's all I can say as of right now. They're working on another Batman game, and yeah, yeah, that's all I can say. That another Batman game is in development, and it's made by Rocksteady Studios, and it's another Arkham game. So there's that. WB won't make a Justice League game because the movie flopped unless James Gunn makes a reboot. Yeah, which kind of sucks because it's like, I think if Rocksteady didn't cop out and go with the clone theory, I think a Justice League game would have worked perfectly after Kill the Justice League. But obviously they had to sort of wrap up everything and go with the clone theory, which I don't agree with because I don't think the clone theory was all that good, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense since that's obviously not what they intended. But, you know, also too, Rocksteady planned 3 years of content. What am I doing? They planned 3 years of content, and they only were able to push out a year. So, obviously, like, stuff has to change. Let's hope they don't flop. Yeah, that's true. I'm supposed to... See, this is the problem. Like, I've only played Origins once, so I kind of just feel like a chicken with its head cut off. That's the door I came in. Where? Oh. Down the hall. I think the DC gaming universe shouldn't be set in the same universe as films. Gaming universe should be its own with inspiration taken from current comics like how Arkham games were. Yeah. Although, a movie tie-in game would be cool. I just don't really know. I think WB needs to kind of expand and stop using their in-house studios to make games. But I don't know if they'll ever do that because it just, I don't know. WB, they do a lot of things that don't make sense.
This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field.
They can take inspiration from films, would be its own thing. I know that Arkham Asylum took inspiration from Batman Begins with Scarecrow. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure too, like, the only reason Batman Arkham Asylum happened is because the studio that made the Batman Begins game, like, completely went under, so they had to pass the rights off to Rocksteady. I think EA would make a good DC game. Yeah, we'd have to spend a bunch of money on, like, stupid microtransactions, probably.
It may have been intended to destroy
movie
evidence.
tie-in games would work if they follow the roots of Rocksteady under another realm. Yeah, that's true.
The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height.
Yeah,
But
it's
the
supposed to be a
grooves on
Dark
the
Knight.
floor
Yeah,
suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair.
which I've seen concept art of the Dark Knight tie-in game,
This bullet was fired from a revolver.
but I think in all honesty,
Ballistics analysis indicates
it's
a
way
low
better that we got
trajectory.
Batman Arkham Asylum,
The shooter
because that
could
led
have
to
been
the
someone of
Arkham
Penguin's height,
series.
But the pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground.
Fred, according to Miller Ross, the Justice League are supposed to be playable in Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League against the 13th. Welcome to the stream, Max. I saw I was reading your comment. Yes, that is true. I don't really know how much I can say on that. They were originally meant to be playable for the final boss fight against the 13th Brainiac,
These fingerprints are a match
because
for the
they have
bullet,
inventory
but on
assets
top
in the
it's
game's
from
files.
fire.
And also, too, Wonder Woman was supposed to come back. A whole lot of stuff was supposed to happen, but obviously, since WB forced Rocksteady to stop production of the game in March, which I've mentioned countless times on the channel, that's just kind of why that didn't happen. Because the entire league was supposed to be there for the final Brainiac fight, but instead, I think it was just the Flash and Green Lantern, in episode 8, but
From which the male victim was shot
yeah.
may tell me more.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I just saw you said yo. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Or Assassin's Creed style next gen game. Yeah, I mean, I think the next step for WB Studios is, like what I said, just to give their game rights to other companies and give them a fair shot to make a game. Because just having Rocksteady and NetherRealm working on games, it's just not enough, I feel. Third year with the villains meant to be the crime syndicate like the Batman. That I'm not, I believe year 2 and year 3. Year 2 is supposed to be the dark, like, I think dark metal, or basically like it would have been like a copy and paste of the boss fights. It just would have been like, I forget what they're called. It would have been like the different variants of, like, I think the Batman Who Laughs Justice League. Like, I think they're called Dark Metal or something weird. And then year 3 would have been Batman Who Laughs, because like year 2 was gonna have Batwoman the Drowned, Aquaman, and just a ton of stuff. And like Atlantis was set to be an Elseworld for year 2, and we would have had like characters that would have, or like notorious characters that would have reflected it. Then they shut down. NetherRealm didn't get shut down. It was a Monolith that shut down because they were working on the Wonder Woman game.
Watch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues.
Which, like, probably I would say in 4 or 5 years, all of the concept art that Rocksteady worked on for the game will probably get released, so we'd have a good idea of sort of what could have been, what was supposed to be.
If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked.
Yeah, that's true. It's unfortunate that Kevin Conroy's voice lines got cut. I'm not really sure why they were cut. I'm sure we'll get our answer in time. And I know too, they have, his voice lines have leaked online. They're just, I haven't found them, but I do know you can find them online, so I'm sure if you go digging for it, you can find it. But I know a big reason to why his voice lines were cut were because it didn't fit with the clone theory. At least that's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of other things too to why his voice lines got cut. But, you know, I don't want to throw a statement out there that's not true. It's just more just unfortunate that his lines got cut. Did they have year 2 content finished, and if so, why didn't they just add it? Yeah, they had a lot of stuff finished. It's just the reason why they didn't add it is because Warner Brothers told them to stop production of the game in March of 2024, a month after launch, so they were unable to work on the game. So basically everything that was already finished that they put into the game, they had to reuse, and they also had like, they basically had like their B team on the game, because a lot of Rocksteady's split off. Like, part of their team went to work on their new game, which we all know now is going to be a Batman game, and then a lot of their like another half of their team went on to work on the Hogwarts Legacy DLC, and then the rest of the team, which was more like interns, were there to wrap up Suicide Squad, which is why too we saw a lot of reused boss fights, and why the content just got, the story got dry, and like more dry and less there just wasn't much going for it. And a lot of the developers that were on the project weren't experts in story writing. They're more gameplay experts, which is why the gameplay was getting better season to season, but the story was getting worse, if that makes sense, because I know I just kind of threw all that out there. Love your videos, appreciate that. Are you excited for James Gunn DCU? I am excited for his DCU, but I don't think it'll do well. I'm a little nervous, but I look forward to Superman. I look forward to what he's doing. I kind of want to see who they cast as Batman, and kind of go from there. But I think Superman's going to be great, and I think it has potential to compete with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hogwarts, yeah, I did see that, which is kind of unfortunate, because once again, all of Rocksteady's hard work just kind of goes down the toilet. Yeah, honestly too, like, I was gonna buy the game no matter what. It just looked like a lot of fun. Did you already do a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League story roundup? I haven't done like an official story roundup. I will eventually. What I have done is a developer history video, which is about an hour and 30 minutes, which you can watch on the channel. And that kind of just goes over, where am I supposed to go? Oh, I'm supposed to go to the Batcave. That kind of just goes over everything of the game's development, most of the cut content, and like, and like what was set to happen, and just talking about the game's development cycle and whatnot, all the different changes, and from like concept art, like you name it.
Welcome home, sir.
And yeah, I think Kill the Justice League had a lot of potential.
Remember, if you use that instead of your fist,
it just kind of,
lasting damage to those police officers.
I think people were just kind of tired of that concept of game. Saw that one up there with my favorite. I appreciate that. Yeah, I put a lot of work into that, and I'm glad to have people, you know, watch that video, and because I mean, I did countless research and whatnot, and had a lot of people that were willing to help kind of bring that video to life, so I'm glad that you liked that video. Did you watch Devil May Cry? No, but I had, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but Landon brought up Devil May Cry anime yesterday, or on Friday when I was streaming, so I might have to give it a watch now. Apparently Kevin Conroy is voicing a character, so I've heard. So I might have to check it out. We're gonna switch up the costume. What do we feel in chat? What should we wear? We have Earth 2, or Earth 2 Dark Knight, Earth 2 Batman, Brightest Day Batman, First Appearance, Thrill Killer, Batman Dark Knights of the Round Table, Batman Noel, New 52, Gotham by Gaslight, Red Sun, Long Halloween, Blackest Night. And then we just have Batman. What are we feeling today, chat? What should we go with? Kind of just, you know, thought it'd be cool to switch up the costume now since we're at the Batcave. Bronze Age. Okay. Brightest Day. Okay. Love all your Batman Arkham games and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was perfect. For me, when it comes to gameplay. Yeah, the gameplay in Traversal, I think, is amazing. No, I don't have any mods installed at the current moment. Thought Arkham Origins default is my favorite in the whole Arkham series. Okay, so Connor said brightest day. We could wear that. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards... I like the long Halloween, although this is a Christmas game, so the Halloween, you know, won't really fit, but it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm playing an unmodded version of Arkham Origins, so because I haven't messed with any mods yet. PS exclusive DLC. You know, we're gonna rock the brightest day. Oh wait, can I change it? I don't think I can change it. Oh, I have to I'm such an idiot. I have to complete the campaign. So it's not like the other games. You can't just pop on a suit, because when we get to just letting y'all know, when we get to Arkham City, I'm only wearing the animated series outfit. That's no debates on that, so it's set in stone. For a second, it went black screen. I thought my game crashed. That wouldn't have been good. But I will be right back. I'm gonna run a quick ad break. I just got to do something real quick. I'll be back in a minute. So, yep, just give me a few seconds, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, I should... I don't even know. I'm hitting ad break, but I don't even know if it plays an ad. And again, I apologize for the ads. I just had to do something real quick. But, Connor asked, random question, but do you watch sports? Yeah, I do watch sports. I watch mostly NFL. I am a Seattle Seahawks fan. It has been a rough last few years, but we're finally starting to get a little bit better. And that was kind of, I used to, my original, when I first started YouTube, I used to upload Madden, a ton of Madden, but not anymore. I have moved now to the Arkham games and uploaded that because I never really got big uploading sports related games in Madden. So, yeah. Just kind of random pineapple sway fact. This was originally a sports channel, but has now switched over to Batman.
Master Bruce, guards have been doubled at police precincts since Loeb's murder. You'll need to find a way to sneak in that won't attract attention. Otherwise, you'll never make it to the server room.
Understood.
Do you know Tyrone Magnus from YouTube? Isn't he like the dude that reacts to stuff and like people hate his opinion? Is it that guy? I think. don't know. There's so many YouTubers. It's hard to keep track. Always here for more pineapple lore. Yeah. Did I just get spotted? There's no way. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... Wait, I don't have a smoke grenade. I have no idea how I got spotted. That could have been bad. Thankfully, I'm not doing I am the night mode. I was about to say, like, I was about to restart my checkpoint. Like, I'm not... That was so stupid. Not my own fault, but... It is what it is. But yeah, like, I don't advise it, you know, pineapple lore, but... You know, if you go back and look at some old videos on my channel... All I uploaded was sports, and the videos were not great. So... I have a question. When is the episode 9 mod gonna come out, and about episode 10? So from what I've heard, from what the guys told me, he plans to release a roadmap in the next few months, and he's hoping to release episode 9 in the fall, sometime in the fall, and he does want to make an episode 10 mod. It's just, from what he's told me, there's not really a whole lot he can do to make an episode 10, so he's kind of thinking of just putting episode 9 and episode 10 together to just make this big episode, basically, if that makes sense. But he's gonna release a roadmap in a few months, and once the roadmap releases, I will make an update and upload it on the channel to let you guys know.
I got multiple calls available. Sending them out in priority order.
Get him!
I'm getting out of here. No. Oh no, I don't want to die. Oh yeah, so he is the... Yeah, a lot of people have been giving him a lot of... How to unsubscribe him, dude. Yeah, honestly, like, I've seen some of his stuff on Twitter. But I know back in the day, like, people used to love his content, but now he just kind of makes fun of everything and just calls it woke, even though, like, half the time it's not even woke. Like, but no, I haven't watched him, though, like, personally. See, I want to take out this guy, but I'm afraid this guy right here is going to spot me. But you know what? We're just going to go for it. There are a lot of YouTubers I love now chasing the anti-woke dragon and posting hate videos for Suicide Squad, especially old Arkham channels. Yeah, and funny enough, the only channel that didn't hop on the train was Batman Arkham Videos, which I greatly respect him for that, and he kind of made everyone kind of look stupid when he said when the game was done that he actually enjoyed and liked the game. But yeah, I do know a lot of you, like, a big one, I'm not going to talk because, you know, I'm not here to bash and shame other content creators, but I do know a lot of people had problems with K-Wing, and I myself included. Like, K-Wing used to be a big YouTuber that I used to love watching and was, like, a big inspiration, for me to kind of want to start YouTube and do this DC related content, but I know he's kind of just went off the rails in the last few years, but I'm not gonna, you know, touch about that because I'm not gonna, you know, continue to bash channels. Consequently led to them channels dying. Yeah. I'd love to see an Arkham vs. Justice League game made by Rocksteady, and I have a question. If Rocksteady's new Arkham game could be Batman Beyond, do you prefer Terry or Damian Wayne? I would prefer Terry. I think Terry would just fit a whole lot better, in my opinion. K-Wing's channel, yeah, his channel is like plummeting, and it's kind of sad to see because like back in the day he was one of the best like content creators, just for DC. Like I remember watching all of his videos, and I mean he's kind of went downhill for a while, but I mean hopefully he can turn it around. Although I don't really know if he can. I think, you know, the damage is already done.
If I'm going to access the National Criminal Database and find out what happened at Lacey Towers, I need to find the server room without being discovered.
But yeah, I do know Salvin. Yeah, but I don't really watch too, like, believe it or not, like I guess I would consider, I don't know, would you guys consider me an Arkham YouTuber? I guess I would consider myself an Arkham YouTuber. But I don't really keep up too much with Arkham channels. I don't really watch many. The only ones I really watch from time to time, I would say, is probably Batman Arkham videos. I like to just kind of watch small channels, and just because they normally have you know, unbiased opinions and they make good videos. Arkham P, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, man. Because a lot of these big channels, you know, it's like they'll sway one way, you know, or not even, it's just like, they're just also too not enjoyable. Like a lot of these big channels kind of just make slop, you know, there's really no other way to put it. So for me, when I'm watching YouTube, I just watch a lot of smaller channels. Stretch, you think I'm considered an Arkham YouTuber? I appreciate that. I had someone a few weeks back call me an Arkham YouTuber, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, a lot of the Arkham YouTubers are pretty big. Well, I'm getting there, but you would unless you're toxic. Like modern Arkham channels are the worst. Unlike Batman Arkham videos and Arkham channel. Yep. Smaller channels are passionate. The big channels, yep, that's my exact point. The smaller channels are passionate, and the big channels, like, you can tell that they're just making the videos just to make money. So, and like for me, that's something I never want to fall to. Like I just want to continue to make content and just be passionate about it. So you guys also might hear a special guest in the background. My cat is walking around my desk meowing, so she says hi. But yeah, like the small channels are just passionate. Like I found a lot of, during Suicide Squad, a lot of small channels that were uploading the game, much like myself. And, not because they liked the game, but it's just like, you could tell that they were passionate what they were talking about. Even if they didn't like the game, they were passionate about it, and they had valid opinions, so I just enjoyed watching them. Like, there's a couple that I can think of. Damian Wayne would mentor Terry McGinnis in the Arkhamverse. If anything, if they do make a Batman Beyond game, I hope it's Bruce Wayne mentoring Terry. Yeah, I saw you mention that on the Discord about your shorts. Congrats on that. I'm happy to hear that. To see your shorts are doing well. All right, Stretch. Calm down now. Don't be mean towards Patches. You know, she's just. I think she is hungry. I think that's why she's meowing so much. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Jeez, I should not have done that, but I did it anyways. Yeah, there's I have a community Discord. I'm shocked there wasn't an achievement for, yeah, I know, right? I have a community Discord. There's about 150 people in it. It's not really active. I made it for Suicide Squad, and since the game is kind of passed on, it's not really as active as it used to be. Can't talk. But I can drop the link in the in a community post if you're interested in joining. Always love to have new members. We kind of just talk, you know, about DC stuff every day. The funny thing, like, there's some interesting people in there. It's a great server, lovely people, lovely group. I love everybody that's in there, and I'm glad that people, you know, are willing to join. You know, my community server. So I need to rebrand it and just make it just a community server, but it's just been a Suicide Squad related server. I've just been lazy and haven't changed it. Yeah. After this stream, just check my community post and I'll post it. I post it like once a month or so. It's just I haven't posted a link in a while since obviously like the game's just done for. But yeah, I got you.
So what does this disruptor of yours do?
Little bit of this, little bit of that. Mostly, though, it does a whole lot of none of your damn business.
Oh, you want to play it like that?
Ah, you again.
Talk, or you won't be walking anywhere, ever.
No way. You gotta answer for dropping me off that rooftop, buddy.
No, you have to answer to me. How does this disruptor work?
Ask one of the pigs. They got it in evidence lockup.
How about we take a little walk up to the roof?
Okay, you win. It jams weapons, overrides electronic locks, all right? Now you gotta let me go.
How'd that work out for you last time?
See, I will say I'm gonna end this stream relatively soon. I kind of lost track of time. Did not realize that we've been streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Because I would like to keep these streams under an hour. But obviously too, like, chat was popping today. A lot of people were active in the chat, so yeah. After this fight, I think I'm gonna be calling it. But we'll see. Make sure talk to the hobo after fight. Gotcha. Will do. Which one?
Get yourself to a shelter.
You kidding? That's when he round us up. Now you don't get it. Anarchy gets it, but you You don't get it, man.
Hope too if Rocksteady makes the Batman game that is going to be Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis as Batman in the year 2060. Yeah, it was teased in the prequel comic. I'm shocked that you know that. A lot of people don't know that, which is pretty cool in my opinion. That like they even referenced it. Will they build off it? I really have no idea. I've heard a lot of things about the next Batman Arkham game, but can't say much. In time, I will be able to hopefully share what I know, but also too, I will be ending the stream. I appreciate all of you guys that have joined today. It has been a lot of fun. Like I said, I want to keep these streams under an hour. We're approaching the hour and 30-minute mark. I will be streaming probably on Tuesday, same time, around that 3:30 mark, 3:30 p.m. Eastern mark. Once again, it was really cool to have the chat just kind of popping off, and it was a lot of fun. Hope if Wonder Woman returns, yeah, hopefully Wonder Woman does return. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Love all y'all, and yep, I will see you guys next time.